What's up guys, back with another garden transformation video. Now in the first video we laid the Astro, put the goal in, put the shed in, and also the net behind the goal to stop the ball from going over the fence all the time. In video number 2 we bought all the training equipment. And in this video we're going to finesse the whole garden and complete the project, starting with the fence. Now have a look at this. We've got this beautiful garden and this very dead looking fence. The colour's all completely washed out of it. I don't know if you can see it that clearly because it's in the shadow. I love walking barefoot on this Astro. Can you see this? The fence is kind of letting the side down. You can see what I'm talking about. The garden, fresh, beautiful. The fence does not match. It's not up to the standard. It's just this dry, dead looking fence. So we're gonna paint it. You can see the color of the shed popping versus the dry, colorless, lifeless fence. Quite a lot of you guys were onto it as well. You commented saying, Jez, what go on with the fence? You need to sort the fence out. Don't worry, the fence is getting sorted out today. So first things first, I need to go to a DIY store and get some paint. Let's go. Okay, so I've come to B&Q. They sell loads of different paints in here. Couldn't resist. They sell loads of different paints in here. Problem I've got is none of these colours look like what I'm going for. Also, these look like they're quite solid colours that are going to take away the characteristics of the wood, which is exactly what I don't want. I want to keep those natural woody characteristics. Let me Google it, I'll be back.
1 minute 37 seconds later.
So I've just Googled it and it looks like this stuff is what I need. It's called creosote and it's an oil-based, really thin treatment for the fence. Okay, so we've got the creosote here. Now the first thing that I need to do is a sample patch. I need to test a little patch of the fence to make sure that this is the right stuff. So what I've got here is just a little bowl. So what I've done is I've found a little patch that is just hidden behind these bushes. Let that soak in and dry, and then we'll come back later and check if that is the right stuff.
2 hours later.
It's time to check the sample behind the bushes to see how it's looking. Yes, that is exactly the look that we wanted. More vibrant, more color, and we can see all of the lovely characteristics of the wood are still there. Yes. Okay, so the creosote's worked, so I'm back to where we started and I'm gonna buy all the ones that they have in stock. I don't know if 6 is gonna cover my whole garden, but we're gonna try. Definitely should have got a trolley. Didn't really think that one through, did I? All right, you stay there. I'm gonna get a trolley. Here we go. So the first licks of paint are going on. This is looking really good. Here's your coffee, brother. Put that down there for you.
Days later.
So guys, check this out. We have a new problem. It's an unusual one and it's probably going to catch you guys by surprise like it has done with me. The problem is slugs. Oh hell no! And all this slime that they leave in their trail behind them. Look. Madness. And there's not just one of them. I've gone barefoot. That is not a good idea. Imagine treading on one of them. Wouldn't be good for the slug or for me. That would just feel nasty. There's another one. Oh, look, you can see the slime. Yeah. Okay, so slugs problem. Every time it rains, I'm getting these slugs coming into the garden, and it's obviously not what we want. So I was thinking about this and trying to come up with a solution for the slugs. And I think I've got something. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get salt and I'm gonna line the perimeter of the whole garden with salt. That way, the theory is, as soon as they get to the start of the garden, they'll be like, nah. An unforeseen, unexpected problem, but we've got a solution, and I think that's what's gonna deal with it.
3 hours later.
So I've gone one better, and I've got this Slugs Be Gone defense gel. Let's do this. Bravo 6, deploying around the perimeter.
The next morning.
So today is a huge day. As you can see, there's lots of work going on behind me, because today what we're going to do is we're going to put in floodlights. As soon as it gets dark, I can't see enough to train. So that's all changing today. So you can see they're 30-watt LED floodlights. If we open it up and take them out, I'll show you. They've got the diffuser over the front of the light so that it will really disperse the light amazingly and not be like too harsh to look at, or just harsh light shining down onto the Astro. As you can see, there's cables hanging out of the back. So that's what the guys are doing now. They are running cables along the fence so that we'll have power to the floodlights. I'm super excited for this. This is going to be class. So you can see the guys have just done this as a placeholder to test how it's going to look. This is how the lights are going to sit. And once they're on, they can be adjusted. Loosen this, and then you can adjust the angle of the light so that you can make it just perfect for however you want it. I can't wait for it to get dark to see how it looks. It's going to be incredible.
The following day.
Okay, so massive day today. I'm going to attempt something that, if it comes off, it will be crazy. What I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and put Wembley lines in the AstroTurf pitch. Now, I don't know if it's going to work. I've got a plan. If we can pull this off, this is going to transform this garden to a whole nother level. Okay, so to pull this off, I've bought this thing. This is a battery-powered brusher, and hopefully it does the trick. What it does is it brushes the turf so that it goes whatever way you want it to be brushed. Now, this might not work. There's no guarantees, but we're going to find out. Oh, it comes in loads of different pieces. All right, okay. It's not a problem. We just have to put it together. Okay, I think we're there. It also comes with this 40-volt battery, which I had to buy separately, and I've had it on charge all night. Boom. Okay, so moment of truth. Let's turn it on and see if this brushes lines in the Astro like we think it will. Okay, it's fired up, it's fired up. Okay, so that was a little tester. You can see that it's working, but the problem I've got is the wheels. Where the wheels are running through the turf, they're creating these two additional darker lines. So I'm not getting the desired effect. So I don't think this machine's gonna work. So I need to think of a new plan, but don't worry, I've got a plan B. What's plan B, I hear you say? Well, plan B is just using my garden chair. This is the perfect width for lines in the grass. So I'm thinking all I need to do is literally just push in one direction and then the next direction, and it should create this line effect with the different grains in the turf. That's the theory anyway. We'll see if it works. Brusher in the end. I'm dripping in sweat. That was a proper shift. The sun's shining, but I wasn't going to let anything stop me. We've managed to put lines in the football pitch. I am so gassed about this. It looks so good. I love it. Wembley lines, ticked off. So that's it guys, the lines are in. I've just finished doing the montage. I'm still dripping in sweat. That was a proper workout, but worth every second because that is just, I can't stop looking at it. I've always wanted lines in the turf. And it's all thanks to the garden chair. Who would have thought? I'll tell you what, there's a key message there, which is about adapting to your situation. And sometimes things won't go your way, things won't work, but it's about thinking on your feet and thinking, how can I adapt? And trying to be creative to get the job done by any means. There's only one last thing to do, and that is to wait for it to get a little bit darker, and then we're gonna turn on the floodlights. The lines are gonna be there, the fence is painted, the shed's in, the Astro's down, everything's done. This is the final part of the trilogy of the garden transformation. It's been an amazing journey. Thank you so much for watching, engaging, commenting, sharing, liking, and I hope you've enjoyed this journey as much as I have. But it's not finished yet. There's still one last thing to do, and that is to wait for it to get to twilight and turn on all the floodlights and see the garden in its full glory. I can't wait for it. I'll see you in a bit.
5 hours later.
So it's nearly dark outside now and I've just turned on the floodlights. It would definitely be too dark to train right now without any lighting. Let's take a look at how the garden looks in the dark. So that's it guys, we're all done. The garden is complete. We've got the lines, we've got the lights, the fence is finally painted. We've created everything that we'd want in a professional football pitch in the back garden, except for 2 goals. I've had a few comments of people saying, why is there not a goal on the other end? I needed a shed. I've always wanted a football pitch in the garden, never could afford it when I was younger. I had such a small garden that I couldn't even practice or train when I was growing up, so I had to get creative and find places to train. But now we've created this in the back garden. Guys, I always have to say thank you so much for your love and support. I really hope you've enjoyed this journey of seeing the process of exactly how this football pitch was created from start to finish. It's been a journey for all of us. I've learned so much along the way. I hope I've documented it well. I hope that you've picked up knowledge that you didn't have before. I know that I certainly have. And I have to always say thank you so much for your love and support. Everyone who's ever commented, liked, shared, engaged with my content in any positive way, I really appreciate you guys. You give me life. You make me want to keep creating more videos, and I really appreciate every single one of you. If you haven't already, make sure you turn on your notifications, because if you haven't got your notifications on, you're going to miss a lot of my videos because YouTube just won't recommend them to you. Do it right now, in fact, so it's done. That's it for this video. That's it for this trilogy. That's it for this garden transformation. Again, I hope you enjoyed it. And if you missed the first 2 videos, they're on the channel. I'll put a link to them in the description below as well. And there's a key message in this, which is dreams do come true, because this has been a dream of mine for my entire life, and I've only now just been able to get it. But I've worked relentlessly for over a decade, pretty much every day, minimal days off, just relentless work rate, 14 to 18 hour days consistently. And I'm living proof that you can achieve whatever you set your mind to do as long as you do the work. So if you take anything from this video, take that away from it. Dream big, believe in yourselves, and you can achieve it as long as you're willing to do the work. Don't give up, don't lose faith. You're gonna go through ups and downs, you're gonna have challenges, you're gonna have difficulties. I've had many in my time, and I'm sure I'll have many in the future, but it's part of the process. Keep grinding, keep working hard, and like I said, don't ever let anyone put limits on what you can achieve. That's down to you. Okay, so guys, there's loads more bangers coming, and as always, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.